Hello and welcome to this channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Omo Daddy, which is out on Netflix Africa. And it's also out on Circuit TV, which is an app, and it's also there on the browser, so you can check it out from anywhere in the world. But they have this weird subscription model where you can take a subscription for 48 hours or something, which did not make sense to me, so I just watched it on VPN instead. Talking about the movie, it's been directed by Akay and Adebayo Tijani. It's been written by Yakubu Olawale, and it's been produced by Mercy Aigbe, who has also acted in the movie. It's a story of Sola or Ada. She's from a wealthy family, and she inherits her father's business. She gets engaged to the love of her life. Everything is going right. And then a man shows up claiming to be her father. And then what happens makes the movie. Well, to start off with, this review would be hard to do without spoilers, so there will be spoilers because otherwise there isn't much to talk about in the movie. Talking of which, the premise, of course, is very interesting. I mean, what will happen if a man suddenly shows up claiming to be your father? But they have squandered it, and how. There are so many points where the stakes seem to be high and then it just gets deflated. The movie makes you anticipate so many scenarios in your head, and nothing of that sort plays out. There is this man claiming to be her father. Okay, now that I'm not giving spoilers, let me say there is this man who is the biological father, and he comes across as a really dangerous man. And there is this uncle of his who supports him in his notoriety, and the uncle also keeps coming up with, he keeps saying things like, okay, let's move on to our plan A, let's move on to a plan B, plan C. But soon as the movie progresses, you realize that neither the characters nor the filmmakers have any plan or any idea what they're doing. It is totally chaotic, you would also guess that once the paternity is announced, you guess that would come as a surprise to many characters, but it only comes as a surprise to the main character. And the fact that there are so many characters that are underdeveloped make it even worse. The pacing of the movie is really slow, so if you're brave enough to watch it at 2 times the speed, at 2x, 1.5x, or whatever suits you. Basically the center of the film is the character of Ada, and it is centered around her dilemmas, but the viewer is not made to feel any of it. Talking about the technicalities, technically, okay, the production value is slightly better by Nollywood standards, and the sound design is atrocious. It is horrible. You can't hear dialogues over the background music, and that is despite the fact that the music score is actually good in the film. Like, the background music is apt for every situation, and the songs in the movie are the only time you will feel any emotion in the movie. The only good thing about the movie is that there's this message of forgiveness at the end of it. Here's the thing. People make mistakes, so you should forgive them. Yeah, there. I've saved you 2 hours, so you don't have to watch the movie. Moving on to performances. I don't have much to say about the performances, to be honest. Omowumi Dada, she has a very challenging role here, and I would say she did not actually rise up to it. You never feel anything for this protagonist. Sola Sobowale, she's done her usual screaming and, loud sort of acting. Maybe if the script was a bit more relatable, her performance could have felt better. Almost all performances were average. But Dele Odule is a man who stood out. He plays Ada's adoptive father, or he plays the man who's raised Dada basically, and he brings nuance to his character. You do feel his disappointments, his joys, and there is this amount of warmth he brings to the character. So yeah, that's it. All in all, I'll say that if you haven't seen Ada Omo Daddy, you're not missing out much. That's it for this time. Do like the video, do share, subscribe, and let me know what you thought about the movie too. Bye.